It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Jackknife Jake back here today, bringing you guys a 5 tips and tricks video for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. This game is still in the beta stage, so these could change when the game releases, but I highly doubt that some of these will. They're just typical mechanic tips for Call of Duty in general. So, with that, we're going to go ahead and jump into tip number 1, which is play slow, think fast. So with any new Call of Duty, it's definitely hard to get used to the game again, and I think this tip of playing slow and thinking fast is very effective. That way you slow down your movement a little bit, and you start to think a little bit more about what you want to do and where you're going. As you can see in this clip that's behind right now, I'm sniping on the ground war map, which is very, very big. And I'm just trying to slow down my play a little bit, try to think about where the enemy's going to be at, where am I going to go, and how am I going to get the best angle on my enemies. So with that, tip number 2. For tip number 2, I have turn off motion blur. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into your options. You're going to scroll over to general. You're going to scroll down a little bit, and there's going to be world motion blur and weapon motion blur. You're going to want to disable both of those. It's going to make the game feel way faster and way smoother as you are going and traversing through the world. For tip number 3, I have a personal opinion, which is playing on tactical buttons. So if you look at the button layouts in your options, tactical is going to be the second option. This is going to switch your melee with your crouch button. That way your melee is on B and your crouch is pushing right stick down. This is going to make it so you can go prone and you can slide without moving your thumb off of the right thumbstick. For tip number 4, I have changing the mount controls to ADS twice. So what this is going to look like is in the controller settings, if you scroll down a little bit, you're going to see weapon mount activation. This is going to be set to ADS plus melee, I believe. You're going to want to change it to double tap ADS. That way when you double tap the left trigger, your weapon will mount to the corner, as you can see in this clip right here. For the mount feature, you can walk up to something like this, just a corner of cover, and you double tap the left trigger to look around the corner and mount your gun. This decreases your ADS spray, and it increases your accuracy, obviously, by mounting your gun. And it's way easier to have it on the left trigger. That way you can just snap into cover real fast, just like that. This works on a lot of things in Call of Duty, so use this to your advantage early on in the game to be able to get the upper level on your opponents. For tip number 5, I'm going to be showing you guys the tactical sprint feature that they've added into this game. So what you're going to do is you're going to be moving forward and you're going to double tap the sprint button. This is going to bring you into the tactical sprint animation, which is going to be way faster than sprinting normally and allow you to get to objectives faster than normally sprinting. So as you can see, I'm going to show you how long you can tactical sprint for. It's a pretty big distance before you change back to regular sprint. And you can definitely get places much faster than regular sprinting by using this tactical sprint feature. For a bonus tip for you guys, I'm going to be laying out the class that I've used throughout the beta so far and what has worked for me. So for the primary weapon, I have the M4A1. Secondary, I have the 50GS. Perks, I have Double Time, High Alert, Shrapnel. Frag for my lethal, Stim for my tactical. On the M4A1, I have the Flash Guard, the Operator Reflex Sight, the Angled Foregrip, the Pistol Grip Stippled, and Sleight of Hand as the perk. This has been a very good weapon that can do high damage at medium range, but still having a good fire rate and aim down sight speed for close quarters. The 50GS is very overpowered. It's just a great secondary to have. I've gotten plenty of one-shot kills with the 50GS, and it is a very good gun that complements the M4A1. The perks that I use on this class are Double Time, High Alert, and Shrapnel. For Double Time, it doubles the duration of tactical sprint and increases your crouch movement speed by 30%. So, tactical sprint is what you guys saw in tip number 5. That is going to be when you double tap the sprint button, it allows you to sprint faster. It doubles the duration of that, and then it increases your crouch movement speed by 30%. That's pretty self-explanatory. For perk number 2, I use High Alert. Your vision pulses when enemies outside of your view see you. This is going to make your screen flash this yellow color when somebody is looking at you that you cannot see in your line of sight. Perk 3 is going to be Shrapnel, spawned with an extra piece of lethal equipment. Explosive damage delays enemy health regeneration. This is going to allow you to spawn in with 2 frag grenades, and as you know, frag grenades are very overpowered in this game. For the lethal, I use frag grenade, pretty self-explanatory. You've seen it for every Call of Duty of all time. Tactical, I use Stim, military stimulant that cauterizes combat wounds and refreshes tactical sprint. So basically what this does is you hit left bumper when you are damaged, and it allows your regen rate to increase, so you regen your health faster. If you guys played Black Ops 4, you know all about the left bumper healing system that they had. This is essentially that in the Modern Warfare form. Thank you guys for watching so much. This has been a 5 tips and tricks video for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys when the game gets released on October 25th.